I never planned this. I never wanted chaos. You entered my silence, smiling like destiny. You drive me crazy without even trying. Your voice rewires me. Your presence destabilizes me. I noticed you first. In ordinary moments, nothing felt extraordinary until you smiled once. That smile ruined me. Soft, gentle, dangerous, beautiful. It stayed inside me long after you left. I told myself stop. I told myself control. But feelings disobey logic, and hearts ignore warnings. You laughed near me. Something shifted forever. Air felt suddenly electric. Time slowed painfully down. I memorized your expressions, your pauses, your sighs, your distracted eye movements, your accidental, soft glances. You became my habit. Without any permission, I searched rooms subconsciously. Hoping you were there, I replayed conversations endlessly, analyzing every small word, wondering what you meant, wondering what I meant. Then truth hit hard. You have a boyfriend. 4 words shattered balance. 4 words broke restraint. You already belong elsewhere. Someone already holds you. Someone already claims nights. I only imagine stealing. I smiled like normal. I joked like always. But inside, something collapsed. Quietly, violently, completely alone. I never crossed boundaries. Never confessed anything openly. I respected your relationship, even while dying inside. Self-control became torture. Silence became punishment. Every feeling stayed locked. Every word swallowed painfully. You spoke about him, casually, without hesitation. Each mention sliced deeper. Each name echoed louder. I pretended indifference, while bleeding behind smiles. You never noticed cracks, or maybe O's blindness. I hated myself then, for wanting forbidden things, for craving unavailable warmth, for dreaming impossible futures. I questioned my morality, my intentions, my sanity. Was this love, obsession, or beautifully disguised madness? You leaned close once, just to hear better. That distance destroyed me. My soul almost confessed. Your perfume lingered hours. Long after you left, it haunted my breathing, like invisible fingerprints everywhere. I wondered stupid things. Does he hold you? Does he understand you? Does he deserve you? I compared myself silently against someone unseen, imagining him better, stronger, more stable, more chosen. Jealousy tasted bitter, yet I swallowed quietly, because love without permission must suffer without complaint. I became my prison, guarded by decency, locked by respect, punished by honesty. You asked, "Are you okay?" I said, "Perfectly fine." Lies became survival tools. Truth felt too dangerous. If I confessed now, everything would shatter. Your trust, my dignity, our fragile connection forever. So I stayed quiet, carrying this alone, loving you privately, hurting myself responsibly. I convinced myself distance would eventually heal me. That time erases desire, that feelings eventually fade, but hearts resist erasure. Memories fight extinction, and you kept existing right in front of me. Every day you smiled, every day you spoke, every day hope whispered, every day reality screamed louder. I started avoiding eye contact to protect myself, because your eyes asked questions my mouth couldn't. You noticed slight changes. You asked, "What's wrong?" I laughed nervously again. Deflection mastered through pain. I wondered if you sensed this unspoken storm, or if I was just another friend passing. Some nights I wrote confessions never sent, paragraphs soaked in longing, deleted before sunrise always. I imagined alternate timelines, where I met you first, where circumstances aligned, where love wasn't unethical, but imagination betrayed me, returning me to reality, where you are taken and I am silent. I promised myself restraint. No lines would be crossed, no hearts would break, except quietly mine. Still, you drive me crazy. Just by existing near, your presence rewires emotions. Against my strongest intentions, I don't want redemption. I don't want pity. I just want release from wanting you endlessly. This is not obsession. This is emotional captivity, built by proximity, fueled by impossibility alone. If loving you is wrong, I accept that sin, because my heart never asked permission anyway. This is part 1, the silent confession, the truth behind smiles, the beginning of pain. The story continues soon, deeper, darker, more honest, because silence always cracks. I tried distancing myself, but distance remembered you. Every step away pulled me closer inside. You sensed my silence, asked gentle, concerned questions. Your care confused me, made restraint even harder. You don't know damage, your kindness does. You don't know storms, your softness triggers inside. I wanted you angry, cold, distant, unavailable, but you stayed warm, and warmth destroys defenses. You said, "Trust me." Those words haunted me, because trust feels intimate, and intimacy fuels delusion. I began fearing closeness, yet craving it daily. Contradictions ruled my mind. Logic, sir, entered completely. Then I started counting moments until our next meeting, then dreading those moments because leaving hurt worse. You spoke about dreams, plans, places, futures. I listened like supporter. While erasing myself quietly, I imagined standing beside, not behind someone else. Imagined chosen, not hidden. Imagined priority, not secret. Then reality intervened again, with his name repeated, casual, confident, unquestioned, like ownership stamped everywhere. I smiled politely always, while jealousy burned silently. It felt immature, shameful, yet uncontrollably human inside. I asked myself harshly, why you not mine? Why timing so cruel? Why hearts lack fairness? I blamed fate often, circumstances, timing, morality, anything except my heart. Because hearts refused discipline, I promised emotional withdrawal. No more private fantasies, no more dangerous closeness, no more hope feeding pain. But promises collapsed daily, every time you smiled, every time you laughed, every time you chose proximity. You leaned on me, emotionally, not physically. Yet that closeness intoxicated, more than touch ever could. I became your listener, your emotional safe place, while someone else held your official title. That imbalance destroyed me. I carried your feelings while hiding my own, like emotional smuggling daily. I wanted to scream truth, but silence felt safer. because truth risks everything. Silence only destroys me. Some nights I hated you, then hated myself more, because you never asked. For this emotional prison, I replayed your kindness, your concern, your care, wondering if subconscious affection or simple friendly nature. Hope whispered dangerous possibilities. Reality crushed them brutally. This internal war exhausted every waking moment relentlessly. I started losing sleep, losing appetite, losing focus, because wanting unavailable people consumes more than heartbreak. You once said jokingly, "Why are you different?" That question shook me, because difference hides truth. I wanted to answer honestly, but honesty threatens collapse. So I laughed nervously and changed subject quickly. I wondered if someday you would notice absence, if my silence would echo or fade without consequence. That thought terrified me, more than rejection ever, because invisibility hurts deepest. When love feels invisible too, I imagine disappearing entirely, just to protect myself. But walking away felt like emotional amputation inside. You unknowingly became routine. Morning thoughts, nightly echoes. Every notification startled me, hoping it was you. I hated that dependency, that emotional weakness, yet fighting it alone felt like drowning slowly. Sometimes I rehearsed confession, not for acceptance, just for release. From carrying this alone, but fear always won. Fear of hurting you, fear of ruining trust, fear of becoming villain. So I chose suffering, quiet, dignified, invisible, because loving responsibly sometimes means losing silently. You deserve peace, happiness, not emotional complications. I knew that truth, yet still wanted you. That contradiction defines me. Selfless intentions, selfish desires, moral clarity, emotional chaos, existing simultaneously, painfully inside. I stopped writing to you, stopped initiating conversations, pretended emotional independence, while craving connection secretly. You noticed my withdrawal, asked if offended. That question almost broke me, because caring still existed. I said nothing wrong, just busy, tired life. Half-truths protected us from full destruction temporarily, but distance didn't heal. It amplified longing, because absence romanticizes memories, and memories exaggerate emotions. I realized something brutal. This isn't temporary. This is love restrained by circumstance, not feeling. And restraint doesn't erase. It only delays explosion, or transforms love inward into quiet, lifelong ache. This story has no villains, only wrong timing, only crossed paths at inconvenient emotional moments. You drive me crazy without doing anything, and that realization hurts more than rejection ever could. You already have boyfriend. Those words still echo like permanent boundary lines drawn across my heart. This is part 2, the deeper confession, where hope weakens and acceptance begins bleeding. The story isn't over. Pain still unfolding, because loving silently is longest heartbreak.